Thank you very much. We're going to talk about Muln today for our trade analysis of the day. And this is one where you don't often pull up a stock like Muln and look at a 60-minute chart. So I'm kind of happy to be able to do this. We always start with the higher time frame. And the first thing you're going to notice is, okay, you get a great run to the upside. And let's break this down for a little bit. You're going to get your favorite, or some people's favorite number when this thing broke out from $2. You get this nice top here at $4.20. Of course you do. And you pull right back in. You find a hard rejection. That's the first thing. You ran away from that price. Oddly enough, 1/3 of 420 is 280. And that's exactly where this bounces off of twice, right? So we file that price away, this 280 level. A couple of times we're bouncing off of it. You actually find some support. Then you run away from it in the other direction. That's the context we're going to come into, right? And on top of that, when it bounced in yesterday's action late in the day, you found a bit of a bid at the same price, 280, just 285 just in front of that 280 level. So coming into the session, Muln gonna look at one level and one level only, and it's really just about that 280 as support. In the open, we actually get a plunge back in, and we're gonna hold $3. Okay, wanted to start a position at 3, wanted to give it down into 280, but the reality is when we're trading off of this 2, we're gonna have a relatively tight stop. We're playing that opening range type of trade. It gives you a couple of fills up here, and you start going parabolic. We're pretty happy with it, but at no point were we all in because we didn't get down to 280. But we did start the level at 280, and then you get this pop. We take most of it out in front of 325, and then it gets to 350. Now, I'm happy with the fact that we're in the long part of this trade. But if you come back and look at that lower high at 350, once you get to this lower high, the place you anticipate there might be a turn, and you put a wick top like this, that's usually a short trade. You get the consolidation lower, it's like enter into the short. But we're long biased in Muln, thinking only about that long in front of that support level. So instead of jumping into a short trade and riding it down to 280, essentially just sit it out the entire time, stare at a blank thing all day long, and wait for it to get down to support. Now, do we eventually get filled at 85 in front? Sure you do, and then you grab a long trade back up to VWAP. Truth of the matter is, there's always more than one way to trade off of key levels. You're able to find that support, and you can patiently wait to grab those bids in front of it, or you can simply use what was an obvious short entry, I didn't have it here, and then ride that short down into the support. It doesn't really make a difference. You can go long, you can go short. The key is there a catalyst? Is there a reason to be in the trade? Muln's doing a ton of volume. Are there levels that you can play off of? And in this particular case, there were obvious support at 280. The lower high was at that 350, so you could anticipate there might have been a turn there. I'm still going to be a little bit disappointed with myself for not thinking more about that short. When you have one of those wick tops, it's the kind of thing where it happens so fast, unless you are thinking go short, you're unlikely to be able to get that trade in because it just whips up, picks you up, and then goes right back in. Usually that consolidation is a little bit tighter to the top. You likely want to get 33, 34, 35, somewhere in here, but that's only happening if you're staring at it and looking for that price. Unfortunately, I was not. I was simply waiting for those longs off the bottom. If it wants to break out from here at about 305 to 312 and take out VWAP, I'd be considering taking it out in this cluster, that lower high, 25, 30, 33. Whenever you have a flush down where it's a liquidity event, the first place where liquidity comes in, that's where buyers and sellers could kind of figure things out off that 350 failure. We get back up there, I think you're taking out the long and starting to think about flipping that short all the way up to 350. Missed out on the short, but good support level to be able to grab those longs on Muln. Sometimes it doesn't follow through. So you have to be patient and only go long at the good prices because it wasn't really that much of a runner. Only profitable if you went long in front of support.